a word for you. If you come across this message, listen to the end, okay? And let me know, sis, I made it to the end. Listen, I don't know why this whole trend has started with people hating and people being in competition. Like, because when you see messages that are focused on other people, like, those messages tend to get more likes, more views. But when you see messages that deals with accountability, when you see messages that deals with you having to do the introspect work on yourself and you having to, take accountability and admit to your own faults, people will scroll past that in a minute. But what's interesting is that when people are talking about matching energy and people be like, you treat me that way, I'm going to match that energy. I'm going to match that energy. Like, it is so important not to match energy, because when you match energy, you take on the energy. And what you have to realize is that energy can't be destroyed. It can only be transferred. So when you match someone's energy, that means you have taken their energy. And a lot of people, if they are mad, irritated, agitated, if they are stuck in certain mindsets, in certain conditions, okay, and you match their energy because they're projecting onto you, you have literally allowed them to transfer that energy to you, because you were just at peace. You were just in a state of calmness. You were just in a state of being content. So it's important for us to not match energy. And what's interesting is God gave me a word, because he told me to look up the word competition. And when I looked up the word competition, it literally said that it was a condition. Okay, competition is a condition, which means that it is really a state of mind. It is not just someone hating on you, meaning they had thoughts about, oh, why, how's she doing that? Like, questioning what you do. No, this is how they live. This is how they govern themselves. So when I looked up condition, the word, what condition mean, it really related to where people work, how people live their life. Like, this is something that is not just, oh, you just start hating. No, you were raised to be a hater. You were raised to be in competition with people. You were not raised to be authentic. You were not raised to accept accountability for your actions. You were not raised to admit to when you were wrong. You were raised to be in a condition of competing with other people, meaning that they become your bar. They become the standard. And this is why you have so many people operating in the same spaces, meaning they are on the same level. They never get to a place where they're walking in their purpose, because they're in competition with one another, meaning they are in a state of mind. They have been conditioned to be in that mind frame. And then I'm like, okay, Lord, back it up for me. I got it. So he brought me to Romans chapter 4, verse 5. It says, however, to the one who does not work, but trusts God, who justifies the ungodly, their faith is accredited as righteousness. Let me read it again. However, to the one who does not work, but trusts God, who justifies the ungodly, their faith is credited as righteousness. So that basically says, to the one who is not in competition, come on now, and you lean onto your faith, you will be credited as righteousness. And we know God is righteous. So that means that all of the abundance, all of the things that God has spoken before the foundation of this world is yours, as long as you do not compete, as long as you do not take on the chains and the conditions, okay, of competition. You have to understand that was the systematic approach of keeping people oppressed, is to have them going against each other. We know about the crabs in the bucket syndrome. Okay, they are mad because you are not operating from competition. You have found your own line. You are authentic. You are wonderfully made. The hairs on your head are counted, and God is doing a new thing in you. So I want you to know, just because you're in the in-between season, meaning you are not where you used to be, but you're not where you're going to be, understand that God is working everything out. He's turning everything around for you. You're not doing a 360. You're not going in a circle. You're doing a 180. You are on the path of righteousness. You are on the path to life. And God has come to give you life, and so that you will have it more abundantly. If you got to the end, say, sis, I got to the end. Because that shows that you are a part of the 1%. Because the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. All right, now, you can always count on truth, love, and transparency coming from your girl. Now, go on with your day, and remember, you big blessed. Peace.